To offer to pardon something one fears is the act of a coward.
My name is Jones, and I happen to be a very good cook.
Instead of killing with weapons, he kills with kindness.
I'm a ghost. There's no chaos, there's no drama, there's no fucking life!
When you marooned me on that godforsaken spit of land, you forgot one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
I practice 3 hours a day so that when I meet a pirate, I can kill it!
Hey guys, so had a fun idea and you guys may need a little refresher before diving into what I have in store for you later. So as you see in front of you, or as you might infer already, you're gonna have a drinking competition! So, yay.
A drinking competition, huh? What do I get if I win?
Ho ho ho, I know what you want, Nami. And yes, I will give it to you if you win.
Well, how much are we talking? Don't want you to be stingy on me.
How about 1 million berry?
1 million? How about 100 million? Final take.
I'm the one giving the terms, but yeah, 100 million berry it is. Anyways, just get to it already. You got good rum in front of you. The person who drinks the most glasses wins, yada yada. And I'll give you a reward or something. Drink responsibly. Ooh, and it looks like Luffy is out. Just one drink in. What a lightweight. Steed is quick to catch up at 3 shots. Will quits with 4 shots. Flint and Silver tie for 5 shots.
Yeah!
Phew. Jeff. Oh, well, he finishes in 3rd place with 7 shots.
I can do this all day, love.
You're not the only one who can stomach booze.
Due to my vast medical knowledge and shit, you guys need to stop drinking or you'll embarrass yourselves. So you both win. Woohoo. Jack, you get rum for the rest of this reaction. And Nami, you get 100 million berry. Now try and sober up before this thing starts.
Cheers, drinking buddy.
Cheers, lass.
Hello, hello. I see you're all doing well. I do hope you enjoyed yourselves. And congrats, Nami and Jack. Nami, since 100 million berry is too much to carry, I will set it aside for you. And Jack, here's that bottle of rum. Just like the shot glasses, it will magically refill. All right, now just like before, turn your attention forward. The first duo you'll be reacting to is Jack Sparrow and Will Turner. So everyone please hold fast and enjoy the show.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me. How did Jack get off the island?
How did they manage to find these images of us? The voice overhead said we're entertaining his audience. So that means we're being watched now?
Ah, got quite the reputation there, Jack. That's one thing we have in common.
Barbossa. A terrible curse. Any mortal that removes but a single piece from that stone chest shall be punished for eternity.
I hardly believe in ghost stories anymore, Captain Barbossa.
You know, for having such a bleak outlook on pirates, you're well on your way to becoming one.
That's not true.
On the 4th morning, he roped himself a couple of sea turtles, rushed them together and made a raft.
Sea turtles? Damn it, I should have thought of that idea.
Turtles. What did he use for rope? How the blazes did you get off that island?
I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, well. Jack Sparrow, isn't it?
Captain Jack Sparrow, sir.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
Everyone stay calm. We are taking over the ship. Aye, aboard!
So you've got the English breathing down your neck? Now I do feel sorry for you.
Yes, well, all great men must have great adversaries, even though those great adversaries may not be so great indeed.
To be the best pirate I've ever seen.
Only something a drunk could make up.
So it would seem.
Words of wisdom there, mate.
Me, I'm dishonest. And a dishonest man you can always trust to be dishonest. Honestly. It's the honest ones you want to watch out for. Because you can never predict when they're going to do something incredibly stupid.
Wow, you're just a fountain of truth, Jack.
Yes, I do understand your words, Jack. But may I ask, who is that gentleman you were talking to?
Aye, that be Barbossa, an old friend of mine.
I suppose only the closest of friends would be capable of marooning one another on an island.
Well, I never said he was a good friend.
I quite like this tune.
He's a bit of a greenhorn, must be quite new to the pirating world. But I suppose we all start from somewhere. Not all of us were pushed forth into piratehood.
Rolling back to you. Well, how many times must I ask you to call me Elizabeth?
At least once more, Miss Swan. As always.
Your friendship is heartwarming, Will. Not every friend would be so devoted to one another. She is a lucky girl.
Yes, I suppose she is. But really, I should be the one who feels more lucky.
This girl. How far are you willing to go to save her? I'd die for her. Oh, good. No worries.
You're gonna save a little bit? You're a good guy. You should always save somebody who needs help.
It's Elizabeth, but yes, she was kidnapped by Barbossa and brought to Isla de Muerta.
The Isle of Death.
Take what you can. Give nothing back. I hate that monkey.
So the pearl. Any idea how to
How
get
the
her out?
bloody hell did you manage to get a monkey and bird in a bottle? Is it magic?
One of us must learn to play the
Or did you eat a devil fruit? So cool! I want one!
Good. I can go like this. I don't recall, actually. Which is odd, since I know I have a great memory, son.
Either he was 3 sheets to the wind, or this is the future it's showing.
Feast your eyes, Captain. All of them faithful hands before the mast. Every man worth his salt. And crazy to boot.
So this is your able-bodied crew.
I know the feeling, mate. Finding a new crew in this day and age is hard.
Mr. Cotton. Aye, crew hunting. Trickiest bilge to wade through since the last time I lost me hat. But I managed to find a few decent lubbers along the way.
So then, who's that man beside you? Vice Captain?
Oh, Gibbs. He's a loyal first mate, that one. Always got my back, no matter what trouble I get us into.
No. It's frightful bad luck to bring a woman aboard, sir.
There's much scarier things in the sea than having a girl on board, you know?
They will see 3 men and freedom! And what the enemy will see is the flash of our cannons!
The last reminds me of Eleanor, always trying to fill the boots of the men around her.
I hope she's doing all right. I bet she's wondering where I am right now. I hope I can leave this strange place soon.
Huh. Whoever is into this guy has bad taste. Marines can't be trusted.
So then, is this man after you, Jack and Will? Do naval officers often have personal vendettas against you?
That's James Norrington, and he has more than one reason why he's been after us.
Ah, well, it's because his fair lady was due to marry the dolt, but Will here swept Elizabeth away in his strong arms. Though last I saw of the bloke, he was dirtier than the time I woke Gibbs up in a pigsty.
It's the Pearl.
Black Pearl? I've heard stories. She's been preying on ships and settlements for near 10 years. Never leaves any survivors.
Jack Sparrow. But there's an island just south of the Straits, right here at Spice 4. Delicious long pork. Cannot say about Jack, but you find a ship there. A ship with black sails.
Once known as the Wicked Wench, she sails the seas, a spectral leviathan of dread and legend. Unmatched in speed, cloaked in darkness, she carves her legacy into the heart of the ocean. This is the Black Pearl.
So then, not to be presumptuous, but is the Black Pearl yours, Jack? What a name.
Ah, the Black Pearl. She's a beauty, ain't she? Fastest ship in these seas, and she's all mine.
10 years, huh? Not too bad for a pirate vessel, but I'm afraid I've got you beat, mate.
You do, eh? Well, she hasn't always been the Black Pearl, and believe me, mate, I'm no stranger to these tides.
Heh, the Sunny is way better. It even has a slide. Frankie puts these guys to shame.
Or perhaps the reason you practice 3 hours a day is that you already found one and are otherwise incapable of wooing said strumpet. You're not a eunuch, are you?
I practice 3 hours a day so that when I meet a pirate, I can kill it.
The lad hasn't always been a pirate. I suppose that makes him more similar to me than I thought.
Wow, they fight good.
So judging by the words above the moving images, this is your first meeting?
Yes, it is. I was sure I'd get rid of him, but he proved more cunning than I thought.
Well, mate, don't get angry with me. I'm a pirate. We're known for fighting dirty.
The makings of your very own fleet. Of course, you'll take the Grandis as your flagship, and who's to argue? But what of the Pearl? Name me captain. I'll sail under your colors. I'll give you 10% of me plunder, and you get to introduce yourself as Commodore Barbosa. Savvy?
I suppose in exchange you wanted me not to kill the whelp.
No, it's all by all means. Kill the whelp. Just not yet. Wait to lift the curse until the opportune moment.
I see what he did there, dropping a hint for him. Clever.
After you've killed Norrington's men. Every last one.
Oh, stealing a single coin? I'd take a whole lot more, personally. Makes me wish we took more at Skypiea.
Damn it. I should have been there for Elizabeth. They toss her about without a care in the world.
Wow, so they're like Brooke, huh? I bet he'd love to be friends with them.
How the fuck are they alive? Their faces are rotting and shit.
Trust me, I know how hard it is to believe that they're real. But they are. They're stuck that way because Barbosa and his crew were cursed after they stole a chest of Aztec gold from the Isla de Muerta.
And wait a minute, folks. This just got in. Looks like we're gonna bring in a special guest. Anyways, that wheel right there decides who's gonna be brought in. Jack, if you'll do the honor, spin that wheel. Oh no. Anyways, bring in the guest.
Get off of me, you bugger! Bloody hell, hoped you died by now. But you're just like your owner, eh? Evading the grasp of death one at a time.
And back to regular programming.
You knew William Turner? Oh, Bootstrap Bill. We knew him.
William Turner.
Never sat well with
Can't
Bootstrap
be him
Bill.
he's talking about, so it must be his father then.
Mutiny and all. He said it wasn't right with the code. That's why he sent off a piece of the treasure to you, as it were. He said we deserve to be cursed. And remain cursed.
Stupid blighter.
Good man. But as you can imagine, that didn't sit too well with the captain.
Oh, so he was on Barbossa's crew with Jack? Everything seems connected by fate.
So, what the captain did, he strapped a cannon to Bootstrap's bootstraps.
Poor fellow. He seemed like an all right man, not wanting to desert Jack and all.
It's a spitting image of old Bootstrap Bill. Come back to haunt us.
On my word, do as I say, or I'll pull this trigger and be lost to Davy Jones' locker.
Name your terms, Mr. Turner.
Elizabeth goes free.
Yes, we know that one. Anything else?
And the crew. The crew are not to be harmed.
Agreed.
The lad's got guts, unless he's merely bluffing.
Who's Boogtarp Gill?
He's, my father, Bootstrap Bill.
It's awesome that your dad is a pirate too.
Well, I suppose so. I haven't always been fond of pirates.
I get that.
Well, nice hat.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all I know.
A better one.
A better one?
That one.
What one? That one?
So, in search of a new ship, are we?
Ah, the Pearl. She'll find her way back to me. She always does. It's just a matter of time, savvy?
I can honestly say I'm glad to see you.
There's nothing like it, not like the way you move.
Huh. Seems like you two are friendlier to each other than you let on.
He makes for a sorry friend. Doesn't even have rum on hand. But he makes up for it with his notorious heart of gold. That's how he won over that Elizabeth gal. But I have me own ways of charming the lady.
It's okay. My name's Elizabeth Swan.
Will Turner.
I'm watching over you, Will.
That's a pretty gold coin. Can't say I've seen that skull pattern on any before.
How did he manage to get his hands on the Aztec gold? Did his father give it to him, or did he steal it?
Correct me if I'm mistaken, but is that you and Elizabeth when you were children? Is that when you first met?
You're correct, Steed. Elizabeth and her father found me drifting at sea. If it weren't for them, I'm afraid I wouldn't be standing here in front of you today.
That compass seems faulty. It's usually supposed to point north.
Ah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But alas, the old thing doesn't point north, no. It points towards what your heart desires the most.
So that's why it pointed to your rum in the video? You got your priorities set right.
Who am I to deny what the heart desires, lass?
Come on! Let's go! Come on! Who wants it?
Ah, those guys look goofy.
Don't feel bad, mate. Traps are meant to catch you.
Yes, I suppose they are. That's not why I was distressed. It was more so the painted men around me, having those spears in hand.
He was quick picking for the cannibals, ain't he?
At least I wasn't dangling over the fire like a stuck pig.
Well, never judge a man by his worst moment, son.
Are you scaling the side of a cliff, Will?
Their fault for not listening, I reckon.
So that's what you lot were up to? Nothing compared to jumping over a ravine with your hands tied.
You did what?
Time to go. Cast off those lines!
Hold on a moment. You said cannibals, didn't you?
I suppose that's what that man was referring to in an earlier reference. Long Pig, pseudonym for human flesh.
Well, I suppose we all have different tastes in food. I know my crewmate, Mr. Buttons, does.
Let me see your hand.
The black spot. Black spot. Black spot.
The black spot? Oh, for a second I thought he contracted some nasty disease. That's more likely in my mind.
So that legend was true all along? And it forms physically?
No, perhaps for them, but for us it's different. Mr. Gates told me a while ago. Henry Avery hands it to those he wants to keep in line. And it's written on paper.
Eight fives. Welcome to the crew line. 12 fives.
Can't imagine having tentacles for a beard. How would you even shave?
This is my father, Bootstrap Bill. And that man is Davy Jones. He's the one who's kept my father away from me all these years.
Davy Jones? The man behind the Davy back fights?
Ah, so those half-wits from earlier were speaking the truth when talking about Will's father?
The better next time.
Lord on high, deliver us.
I'll handle this, mate.
Hey, fish face! Do something! Hey, Scungili! Got it! Come to negotiate, eh? Have you, you slimy git? Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
So then, Jack, what's in that jar of dirt, Something nifty?
Nifty, no, my jar of dirt was not just a jar of dirt. It held something quite extraordinary.
Meat? Was it meat?
Oh, it was better than any old piece of meat. It was the bloody beating heart of Davy Jones.
Why would you want that? You plan to stab it? If you did, I'd understand that.
Actually, it was I who stabbed it.
It's not real, Ed. It's not real.
Not so bad. Oh. Hello, Beastie.
What's that toothpick of a sword supposed to do against such a mighty beast?
Will you sail to the ends of the earth and beyond to fetch back wicked Jack and him precious pearl?
Aye. 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 Yes.
Oh, so another great adventure awaits you two? How lucky. I wish I could join you.
Well, you're free to come along, mate. Could always use a bit of cannon fodder.
Come on, Steed, you know you're not cannon fodder. You're way better than that.
Well, I guess Jack wasn't fortunate enough as a child to be taught to not speak when you have nothing nice to say.
Wait, is that my son you're showing? Is it Elizabeth and I's?
Yup, it is. Here's your overgrown bundle of joy, Henry.
Well, best of luck with that, son. I sure hope the whelp doesn't take after the mother.
"10 years apart? What happened?"
Guess he wanted a bit of space from Lizzie and his son, eh? Hardly blame him.
It's real sad, I know. But basically you become the captain of the Flying Dutchman, which puts a curse on you so that you can only come on land once every 10 years.
That's a fate worse than death, mate.
Make way! Captain Jack Sparrow on deck!
Ha! Is that Gibbs? He's greyer than the mayor's wig, and I don't look a day older.
Follow the stars, Master Gibbs. Aye, aye, Captain.
One day every 10 years, eh? Tragic, inconvenient, really. But look on the bright side. Less time to spend on laundry, more time to cultivate that mysterious, brooding sailor look, very in fashion. Also, I imagine it makes anniversaries quite memorable. Savvy?
Yeah, it's not a fate I wanted for myself, but it's one I'm willing to accept, if only it means I can see Elizabeth's face every 10 years.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech, you'll shake and shudder in surprise.